views. Mhm. Uh, my channel is going to be about health and wealth. Health is wealth. In my eyes, so many things you go through in life, positive and negative, that affects your well-being and your mind. One thing that I've been taught is to have a sound mind and to go about situations. You know, just take a step back. A lot of times we don't realize as people and how powerful our brain is as humans. That's how powerful our brain is. Our brain is so powerful that when we're in dark situations, we can go through dark times, and all we think about is those dark times, and then we continue to have dark times. I got so many testimonies I could tell you about life and the things that I've been through and how I got through those dark times. I was in the thick of it. I've seen my mom pass away in front of me. I watched things happen that shouldn't happen. I participated in a lot of things that I shouldn't have done. And me going through those cycles, I had to realize that I wasn't doing the right thing, and it's a lot of different things that I could be doing different. But I had to come to that realization through positive thinking, and I used to always judge other people, like Christians. I'm a Christian, but at the end of the day, Christianity gets a bad name because those are some of the most judgmental people. It is what it is. Um, for me, I had to really look outside of the box and not just look at one thing for one thing. I have to look at all possibilities to see what a true outcome is. So what that means is like being positive. So me going through my negative times and going through them dark times, I had to realize and look into the positive situations, into those to actually be positive. So it could be a situation. So we're prime example. I had a $1,400 money order in my wallet, and I had a $20 bill. My son went in my wallet, took my $20 bill. He left to his mom's house. I couldn't get my money because me and his mom don't talk to each other like that. So it made me feel some type of way. Yeah, it was a bad thing to happen, but at the end of the day, the positive about it is he didn't take my $1,400 money order. So it's a lot of things you go through in life. You have to look at the positives in those situations and then stay positive, because at the end of the day, when you think positive, positive things happen. Light attracts light, positive attracts positive, negative attracts negative. A lot of people don't realize that. And I feel like my true calling is to be here to talk to people, show people the way, show people the light, and to guide people to let you know that it's easier than what you think. Like, I was oppressed. I was depressed. I was everything in between. Like, at one point in time, I couldn't support myself. I couldn't support my family. I couldn't support anybody. It was difficult. I was paying child support over $1,000 a month, making $12 an hour, $13 an hour, and bringing home $300 checks after working overtime. It's crazy. All I could think about is negative things. All the things that was happening to me was negative, So I was stuck in a hard place, and then I couldn't get up out of it because all I did was think negative, and then negative things just continued to occur, and I couldn't stop it. And I had to, I was looking for help. I went to God. I went to so many different avenues and so many different places, and so many different. I tried so many different things, and it just came to a point to where I don't know, God put something in me or what, because I never lost my faith. So then me shifting my mind to focusing on positive thinking and realizing how powerful the brain is, it changed my whole perception. And then it gave me light into my situation. Like I tell you, it was the beginning of 2020. Beginning of 2020, I started changing the way I thought in 2019. Start to change the way I think and move, because it's not a light switch. You start somewhere. It could be like, I'm not going to yell or cuss at somebody when I'm driving on my way to work or something. It could be that simple. But the way I thought I changed the way I think, and I started looking at the positives in situations. So, bam, somebody cut me off or they're veering over into my lane. I don't get mad. I think about it like, okay, what are all the possibilities? They might be on their phone. They shouldn't be on their phone, but they might be on their phone. They might be going through something, or they might need to be in the rush to go to work, or whatever the case may be. So, I had to really sit back and really think about that and think about those situations, and that helped me calm myself, calm my spirit, and calm me. And I realized that, okay, I can't always get mad at situations. So, bam, it took me to a point to where I was able to self-reflect. To be positive, I was able to self-reflect, because then in that same sentence, I go to work, normal day at work. I see somebody that I used to go to school with doing extremely well, living, I don't know if it's her dream or whatever it was, but it was somebody that I went to school with, and it made me feel good, because it was two things I could have got from that conversation I had with her. She told me that she owned a business, owned a club, and my first response is, man, I could be doing that too if I wasn't in the situation that I'm in, paying child support, la la la. But that wasn't the correct answer, because at the end of the day, even that putting it off, me trying to be positive, I put it off into somebody else. It wasn't me. It wasn't because of me, the reason why I'm not doing what I wanted to do. So after I, went home that night, I did some self reflect, and I'm just thinking like that. What's stopping me? Like, point blank, what's stopping me? If if this person can do what they want to do and be what they want to be, what's stopping me? I had to look at myself in the mirror and say, it's you, it's me. Like, I'm stopping me. I could blame everybody else about my situations. I could blame everybody else about my circumstances, but I lived the life I lived. I made the mistakes I made. I'm better for it. So what's stopping me? So after I, came to that conclusion, I realized that, it's me. And then, bam, God put it in me. Like, okay, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? So I start thinking about, man, what is my dream? My dream is to, uh, or my dreams were to, start off simple, on some cars, buy, flip cars, and then get into these houses and be a successful real estate business owner, or a successful property manager, but not in the same property manager sense, like own the property. So, I started thinking about that and ways I can do that. And then, bam, another idea popped in my head. This is how God works. Dropped it in me. Online auctions. Don't they got online auctions? Don't they got auctions? Let me look around, see where the auctions at. I don't got a lot of money. I got about $400 or $500. Let me see what I can do. Bam, get on the auction site. I see cars, a lot of good cars, some cars just, and they're not expensive. Talking about $200, $300, $400, and I'm scrolling down this list like, wow. And around this time, it's around December, January. So people didn't get their taxes. Uh, it wasn't no pandemic. Uh, People were just living their normal lives. So it was like, bam, I hopped on it, and then I bought a car. I bought a car. My first car was a 2004 Chevy Impala. 2004 Chevy Impala cost me $433 to get, to buy everything all together. Uh, I ended up selling it for $1,500. And then the next car I bought was a Dodge Charger, 2008. No, it was 2006. I'm sorry. Uh, $600. Sold it for $2,000. But so that from that point, I started liberating myself, and then me being me, I'm so helpful. I want to liberate others. So I tell my brother about it, tell my cousin about it. This is a way that you don't have to sell drugs. You don't have to do nothing illegal. This is the perfect way to get yourself into a situation to where you can be sustained and successful. You don't have to worry about money. You don't have to worry about life's issues, you know. But in reality, you do have to worry about life's issues because they come. It's gonna come. So, but that's just my little story about liberation. How I was liberated, and the way I changed my mind, how I thought and perceived things, and how you could change your mind and change your well-being, your spirit, and how you perceive things, and help you move forward. Thank you.